welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marie and I'm so glad that you clicked on today's video. As you can tell by the title, today I will be showing you 15 pantry essentials that you didn't know that you needed. So this video won't be the basics. I won't be telling you that you need rice and flour. These are going to be 15 things that you'll tell yourself like, oh yeah, it's true, that's a good idea. I know there are so many of those types of videos here on YouTube, so I wanted to make this one different and really share some ideas with you guys. That first of all of these things are healthy options, which is, I think, really important to have in your pantry. We are all constantly always looking in our pantries for some junk food when we're feeling hungry, but I think it's really important to fill it up with some really healthy things. So these 15 things that I have to show you guys today, I think you will really enjoy. I also think it's important that when you are going grocery shopping, don't just look for things that you can use alone, but things that you can use for so many different recipes. That is also something that I made sure to show you in today's video. For every single one of my things, I will be sharing so many different ways of using them. And of course, like I said, these are healthy things, and I just want to say to make sure when you are going grocery shopping to always look at the nutritional facts in the back of each product and compare them with between other brands. Always look to see which one is the healthier option. So enough rambling for this intro. Before we get started, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and of course subscribe to my channel to see all my future videos. I post so many videos on just living a healthy lifestyle, so make sure you join the family. I post twice a week on Mondays and on Thursdays. So without further ado, if you want to see what are the 15 healthy pantry essentials I have to share with you today, then just go ahead and keep on watching. The first thing that I have to share with you is this big box right here, and it is almond milk that we get from Costco. This is great because unlike milk coming from cows, this doesn't need to be refrigerated, only once it is opened. So we actually get this big box from Costco. It is the Kirkland brand and it's organic almond milk. I get the original one and unsweetened. Out of all the almond milks that I have tried, this is definitely my favorite. Personally, I don't drink almond milk alone. To be honest, I don't ever drink any milk alone. I just love to have this, first of all, in my smoothies. If you have watched my previous videos, you would know that I have a smoothie every single morning, at least 90% of the time for breakfast, and this is what I use for the liquid in every one of my smoothies. This is just packed with vitamins. You can use this in your milk, in cereal. This is definitely a staple that you need in your pantry because, like I said, this lasts for so many months. You can just leave it in there and you can use it for so many different things. The next thing I have to show you are rolled oats. Now, yes, specifically rolled oats. I also have here quick oats that you can just make a quick oatmeal in the morning. It only takes about a minute and a half to cook up. I do have these two options here, but I really suggest, if you had to pick one, would be to get the rolled oats because you can also make this for oatmeal in the morning. It will take a little more time to cook, but I love to use rolled oats for so many different recipes. You can make pancakes with this, you can make banana cupcakes with this. If you just put this in a blender and blend it up until it gets very finely milled, there you'll have oat flour, and of course that is just a healthier alternative to just regular white all-purpose flour. This is actually a new bag and I just can't wait to use this in so many more of my recipes. Did I mention that here on my channel I share so many healthy recipes? So if you are interested in that, of course don't forget to subscribe to see those, or just check them out if you're interested. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting rolled oats. The next thing I have here to show you are canned foods, and that is because they last such a long time in your pantry. These take so long to go bad, and it always happens on one night where you don't know what to have for supper, and at that point you're just thinking, let's just order out or let's go out for supper. But if you have simple things like this in your pantry one night, why not just have a pea soup? Or I also have here a lentil soup, or of course canned veggies. So I've got here some peas and some corn. Having canned veggies on hand just helps so much to higher your intake in veggies. When you're making, let's say, chicken for supper or just any type of meat, if you can just add in some corn as a side dish, that will just help get in your vegetables of the day. So I definitely recommend having these on hand. They're just so easy to use. Just open it up and there you have a side dish. And same thing for soups. Instead of, you know, ordering in that night or going out for supper, at least you have some things that are just so easy to just make right away, and there you have your supper. The next section now that we are going to tackle will be all different types of powders. So I will be showing you my favorite ones that I have here, and the first one I want to show you is actually this greens superfood blend from Teamy Blends. I've spoken to you about this powder in multiple videos before. So basically it is just a green powder like this. And what I do is I personally love to put this in my smoothie. What it is exactly is that every single scoop of this powder has 16 green nutrients, and each one of them are superfoods. The three main ones are matcha, spirulina, and wheatgrass. Every scoop is just filled with antioxidants. The matcha definitely gives you that extra energy during the day. You can just mix this with water. You can have it in a juice, in a smoothie. This is just so healthy for you. I'm almost out of it and have to get another one, but I definitely recommend getting this, and I actually have a coupon code for you guys. So if you use MarieC25 at checkout, you'll get 25% off of not just this but all of their products. So I definitely recommend checking out Teamy Blends. I absolutely love this product and it is just so healthy for you. The next powder that I have to share with you is, of course, protein powder. I don't only use this after the gym, mix with some water, you know, shake up the bottle, and there you go. I use this in so many different recipes. I have already showed you on my channel recipes using this for breakfast. I made a whole video on that, and I showed you so many different ways to incorporate this in your breakfast to just higher the amount of protein you are getting every single day. To be honest with you, I never just mix this with water and go. I always add it in a smoothie. I'll even make some healthy banana pancakes using this. In anything you're baking, whether it's a cake or cupcakes, just add in some protein powder in there, and there you have a protein cake. Not to mention all the different flavors that you can get. This one is actually cookies and cream. It kind of just tastes like vanilla, to be honest, but there are so many different flavors like chocolate, strawberry, banana. There is a peanut butter flavoring. Depending on the brand, they honestly have so much. The one that I do get is from Costco. I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite, and to be honest, I don't really look at that because, like I said, I normally don't just have my protein with water. I always mix it in other ingredients. The next powder that I really recommend getting is cocoa powder. Now I actually have the powder version, and I also have these little cocoa nibs here. I use these much more than I thought I would. Whenever I'm craving something sweet but still want to be healthy, I just add in one of these two, and it adds a little chocolate taste without making it feel too sweet or heavy. So I'll add this in so many things that I'm cooking with. I'll add this in my smoothies, in chia pudding, which is such a healthy dessert, which, by the way, little teaser, my next video will actually be healthy desserts. Yes, you heard it, desserts that are healthy, and I will be showing you guys my favorite chocolate chia seed pudding, and I will be using both of these ingredients. Now that is just one way of using them. Like I said, you can use these things in so many different ways, and they are healthy. Cocoa is actually a superfood. We often think that chocolate is bad for us just because of all the sugar that is put into them, but if we just go down to the cocoa is a superfood and is really good for you. So that's why I absolutely love incorporating these, because they don't have sugar, they're not high in calorie, they're good for you, and they taste great. The next thing I have to share with you is actually spices. Now, like I said, this video isn't on the staples, so I'm not just gonna tell you to go ahead and buy some salt and pepper. I'm going to tell you specifically which spices that you need. A couple videos back, I spoke to you guys about certain spices that are very anti-inflammatory for you and that really help relieve bloating. So the three spices that can help you relieve bloating the most would be cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger. These three spices I use a ton. I actually leave this cinnamon jar right next to my coffee machine so that I'm reminded every morning when I make a coffee to just add a little bit inside, and that just helps with inflammation. You can use these three spices in so many different ways. I actually showed you guys how to make my favorite golden latte, which is actually a turmeric latte, and in there you put all three of these spices, but you can use this with chicken, with rice, and so many many different ways, and it is very healthy for you. So I definitely recommend having this spice in your cabinet. Same thing for cinnamon. Like I said, you can use this in so many different ways. My favorite way is actually to put it in my coffee in the morning. And finally, ginger. I am sure you have heard, you know, ginger teas help so much to soothe your stomach and just soothe inflammation in general. You can throw this into so many different recipes, or you can just make it in a latte like the one I showed you. So I definitely recommend getting these 3 anti-inflammatory spices. And the last spice that I just wanted to mention quickly was pink Himalayan salt. Normally we will all get, you know, just white table salt, but that really dehydrates you. And I'm pretty sure you have heard how, you know, salt isn't, or at least too much salt isn't good for you. Why I love to get pink salt is because pink salt doesn't dehydrate you the same way that regular table salt will. It's just a healthier option. Obviously, at the end of the day, yes, it is still salt. It's just not as bad for you, and I definitely recommend having this in your pantry. Once again, here is another basic that is not a basic. So normally someone would say, make sure you always have olive oil in your pantry because it is a healthier option of oil compared to canola oil, for example. So yes, it is true. Make sure that you are prioritizing olive oil over different oils. This is also very anti-inflammatory, and it helps prevent diseases like Alzheimer's. So I just won't go into all the specific benefits that olive oil does have, but yes, have olive oil in your pantry. Now, what I want to really recommend to you is this. This is also extra virgin olive oil, but it is in a spray form. The reason why I love to have this in my pantry is because when I'm cooking something on the stove, like eggs, for example, this is what I use. Even though olive oil can be very healthy for you for the reasons that I explained, it can also be very high in calorie. Just think of it, 1 tablespoon of this is 100 calories, whereas 1/8 of a teaspoon is 4 calories. Now, just to say, by spraying just a bit of this on your pan, you just save on so many calories, and it does the same thing. To fry an egg, you don't need that much oil. I don't hear people talking about this too often, but I definitely recommend getting this. The next section now that I will present to you will be all snacks, because yes, I had to put a snack section in here because who doesn't spend their whole day in the pantry looking for snacks? I know I'm not the only one. The first one I wanted to share with you, you actually need 3 ingredients for this, and this is also something that I'll be really showing step by step how to make in my next video, which will be my healthy desserts video. But I guess let's just start with the first thing. You need peanut butter. Peanut butter is also so good for you, but once again, as healthy as it is, it's really good healthy fat, but it does run very high in calories as well. Once again, 1 tablespoon of this is 100 calories. So we do get the light one. The reason why I really want to suggest this to you is because once again, this is something that yes, of course, you can just put this on a piece of bread and eat it. But I use this for so many different recipes, and it just helps recipes become healthier because you can replace this with so many things to make it healthier. I love to put this in smoothies, in pancakes, in oatmeal, in cookies, in brownies. You can just use this in so many different ways. One of my favorite ways to make this is to make healthy Snickers bars, and what you will need is peanut butter. This is also another staple that you need in your pantry that maybe you wouldn't think of because yes, hello, I am suggesting you get semi-sweet chocolate chips. If you want to go even healthier, go ahead and get dark chocolate chips. I do like it to be a little sweet, so I will get these semi-sweet. I won't get milk chocolate because that is just filled with sugar. At least the semi-sweet just has less. Let's say in the morning you're craving something sweet and you make yourself a really nice oatmeal with fruits and just all healthy ingredients, but you're craving something sweet. The worst thing to do is just not satisfy that craving, because a couple hours later you'll just catch yourself eating so much sugar all at once, and then, well, we have all been there. But that's why having this on hand, you can just sprinkle a couple chocolate chips on top and your sweet tooth will be craved. Did that make sense? Basically, your sweet craving will be satisfied. And here I have dates. Dates are so healthy for you guys. There are so many health benefits to them. Once again, I won't go through each one because that's not the point of this video. But what I love to do is take a date, put some peanut butter in the middle, melt some chocolate and dip those in. Let those freeze in the freezer for about half an hour, and there you have a healthy Snickers. I'm telling you, when I first saw that, I was like, what? And then I tried it for myself, and it's amazing. So like I said, I will really explain to you step by step and actually show you guys in my next video. But these are 3 ingredients that I definitely suggest having. I love to put dates also in my smoothies. They are just things that you can use in so many different ways. Maybe this isn't healthy for you, but these 2 definitely are. Another healthy snack you need to have in your pantry is nuts. Here I have almond nuts, but pick your favorite, whether it's cashews or walnuts. Pick whatever your favorite one is. I really have to recommend to you guys these Tamari Nature Source almonds. They are from Costco and they are amazing. Not to mention that nuts are so healthy for you as well. They are anti-inflammatory. It is a healthy fat. They have protein, and having only like 10-12 of these will really make you full. It is something that is just so easy to grab and go. I love to crush these and put them on my oatmeal, or I'll make a smoothie bowl and put these inside. You can use this also to bake with. You just absolutely need it because you can use it for so many different things. All right guys, we're almost done. So the next thing I have to share with you is popcorn. Now I don't mean popcorn that is just filled with butter and sodium, because that's just not good for you. If you get popcorn with just a little bit of butter, just, you know, the light version, this is just such a healthy snack. You can eat so much of it and it will be not many calories at all. Like I said, when you do go to the grocery store, look at all the different brands, the nutrition facts of each box, and compare them between each other to see which one has the least amount of calories. Because when it comes to popcorn, you can eat a whole bowl of it and you've only eaten like 200 calories maybe max. Popcorn is definitely one of my favorite snacks to have during the day, just because it really fills you up and you didn't bust your calories by so many hundreds. For those days where popcorn is just not enough and I need something just a little heavier, I love to have bars. To be honest, I won't have these too often, but when I do, I love to have these cashew 7-grain with quinoa bars. These taste absolutely amazing and they are just filled with so many nutrients. Make sure with bars, some of them have so much sugar in them. It's just crazy. When you actually start looking at those nutrition facts, you'll just realize how much sugar are put into foods and we don't even realize it sometimes. So that's why I really do love these and do recommend them for you if you do like bars and are looking for a healthier alternative. The last thing I have to share with you are crackers. My favorite ones to get are these that are reduced fat and salt. I have these in so many different ways. I like to have this with guacamole, or I'll have it with hummus. Sometimes I'll just take, let's say, 4 crackers with a tea and I'm good to go. 4 crackers is just 70 calories. And because it is carbs, it does really fill you up. So I know this might sound a little like, really, crackers? But I'm telling you, once again, I use these much more than I thought once I actually kept track and realized that I had it almost every single day. You might just think like, oh, it's just crackers, but you can just use this in so many different ways that I reach for it so often. This one is my favorite and I absolutely love it. So that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope some of these things will really help you out in filling up your pantry with some healthy foods. If you have any other ideas that are not, you know, basics, not something like rice. Everyone knows you need rice. But if you guys have some healthy ideas, leave them down in the comments below for everyone else, and of course for me too. I love grocery shopping. I know it's not something that you hear often, but I genuinely love to grocery shop. So give me some ideas in the comments below of some healthy things I can fill my pantry up with, because I am always in there trying to look for food. I will leave everything I did speak about today in the description box below, so you can go ahead and just screenshot it, and then when you get to the grocery store, look at the list and just make sure you get everything. It's really important to fill your pantry up with healthy foods, because if they're just filled with cookies and chips, that's what you are going to eat on those days where you're just feeling really hungry and need something quick. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel to see all my future videos. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll just catch you guys in the next one. Bye!